Yo, welcome back to Progressive Radio. It's Fu and Dean for the Brunch Club, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we've got Wafa and Masyurah in the studio.
There you go. That's some energy right there. But anyway, guys, welcome to the Brunch Club here. If you guys are tuning in to IG Live, hello, wave at the cameras. And for those of you guys who are just now tuning in, you're just in time. Okay, so it's the Brunch Club. Before we even begin, I want you guys to, give an introduction of yourselves to the people out there.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Wafa. I am an internet personality or like a fashion content creator. I'm a YouTuber as well, and I actually act here and there.
Cool.
Masyurah.
She's like, keep talking.
Hey guys, I'm Masyurah. I'm a content creator on Instagram, TikTok, and sometimes YouTube. I also do modeling and social media marketing.
Sweet. All right, so we got both Wafa and Masyurah in the studio with us, and of course, most of you guys are probably like, okay, what are they going to be talking about? Well, obviously, we'll be talking about fashion-related stuff, right? And I feel like fashion's so important, like especially in today's world, today's time. Everybody is so fashion. What do you call that?
I can say fashion forward. I would have dressed better for this, but I just moved houses and my stuff is all over the place.
Well, fashion, they're probably like, fashion never sleeps, bro. What are you doing? All right, there's no excuse, especially for the both of us. But anyway, it's about to be a fun talk, a fun time today. For those of you guys who are now tuning in, welcome, and we're gonna get into some topic-related things. Are you guys ready? Topic-related things.
Yeah.
Fashion-related things.
Fashion-related things. And obviously, there's so much to talk about, though, from like fast fashion, being sustainable, and then how and why these things are important and why they're bad.
Why don't we start off with that? Fast fashion, right?
Yeah, we can talk about fast fashion.
Are you guys fast fashion people, or are you?
Oh no,
what's
I
up
think
with
it's
that?
bad. I think it's bad.
What's up with fast fashion nowadays? Because it was the trend for a few years, but I feel like people have gotten more into ethical fashion as of recent.
Well, the thing is, I think it's a bit more like obviously at one point in our lives, right, we all kind of gave into all that. Like, I mean, fast fashion, everyone, like, we can't sit here and be like, no, like, we never like bought anything from fast fashion. Like fast fashion is essentially like companies like Shein as well. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Shein is a whole thing I want to get into, because I was listening to a podcast about how intense Shein actually is and how tech-driven it actually is.
Tech-driven?
It's so tech-driven.
Really?
Like, do they sell
Masyurah knows some
No.
things.
Okay, we'll get into this later, but they're 100% tech-based and they're algorithm-based.
Oh.
So, okay, this is how Shein.
Okay, really quick disclaimer. He's about to geek out. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to things like this, he's about to go off.
So how Shein's production works is they release around 7,000 products per day.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And then after that, but they only produce small quantities. Like, they'll have 100 per item.
Okay.
And whichever item blows up, that's what they'll push more. Right? And it's all algorithm based. So if more people buy one thing, they'll produce more of that thing rather than, a bunch of everything. Whereas other fast fashion brands, they will produce 10,000 of a black t-shirt. Shein will be like, let's produce 100 of 110 different type variations and see which one sticks.
Okay.
And from there, that's where they do the stuff.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I only know that they like to steal other people's design.
That's a whole thing
Yeah,
as well.
because there's a whole TikTok about it. Like, this lady, she made like really good clothes, and suddenly it's on Shein. I was like,
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah.
It happens way too much, actually.
But I mean, like, I feel like in terms of like fashion, I feel like it's been happening since the beginning of time. I feel like, because there's always going to be knockoffs of something, right? Especially, which I want to get into a bit later. Like, I think we should dial it back a little bit and talk a little bit more about what is fast fashion. I think Masyurah can
and I didn't stop.
get in on this, and he's still talking.
Yeah.
So fast fashion is the mass production of cheaply made clothes in unethical
practices.
To keep up with the trends, basically. Yeah.
And it's
they could, like, it could mean different things. It could be using cheap materials, or maybe excessive use of water to make maybe polyester clothes, and then they don't last long because it's not quality. They focus on quantity instead of quality.
I mean, it makes sense, and I feel like I mentioned earlier too, we've all bought into that. Like, unknowingly, obviously, because we go out, we just want to buy a shirt. You want to buy a shirt and it looks good, we wear, right? But we don't really know what kind of goes behind the making this shirt or this specific article, this clothing article,
Specific article of clothing.
Yeah.
So if you're still not clear on fast fashion, just think H&M, Shein, Zara,
What about like Cotton On, same thing.
Cotton On, yes.
Yeah, so
Uniqlo.
that's why most of you
Yes.
guys are probably wondering why your clothes don't last very long, and it's
Yes.
just it's and the thing is, the reason why a lot of people are also very very against fast fashion is normally it's very like unethical working environment for the people who are involved in the manufacturing side, you know, because
Yeah.
normally they outsource it to like third world countries, and they have people who are working endless amounts of hours and you know hardly getting paid for all the work that they're doing, and then while the company's profiting a bunch off of. So it's important and for people to understand these things. So maybe I know there's so many different like how do I say this, like people who are out there who are constantly fighting fast fashion to like not do.
Here's my argument against, not against fast fashion, but for fast fashion. The ethical fashion is just, it can be very, very expensive, right?
Yeah.
If
Makes
you're buying
sense.
quality materials, if everybody in the supply chain is getting paid a fair amount, it is going to be 2 times to 10 times the amount of the price for a T-shirt for whatever you're buying, basically, and that's the biggest issue. How do we combat that?
Pardon?
What? I don't even. I don't even know what he said.
How do you fight that? And like the only way I can think of is like thrifting,
Like,
right?
So like,
Thrifting is life.
Other than thrifting, I actually make the clothes that I wear.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Why am I so excited?
Can
I mean, that's cool though. I wish I could do that. You
But
know.
it takes such a long time because I don't have a sewing machine. It's with my grandma and she uses it. So I sew it by hand.
No
and
way.
It takes a very long time. If I don't make from scratch, I just thrift flip all the things that I have, or I just rewear things. And people think it's a new outfit, but it's actually what they see last week. It's just different now.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
That's like my definition of being sustainable in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Now, speaking of sustainable, obviously there are many different ways, and like yourself, you know, a lot of people nowadays, and that's what's really cool is how thrifting. Not gonna lie, thrifting used to be so frowned upon. Like I don't know why, but it was, and I feel like till this very day, there are still people out there who are like, thrifting. Why are you going thrifting? Why don't you just buy a brand new shirt? But it's like, yo, you can find some gems like thrifting.
Yeah, you know, thrifting is like recycling your clothes.
Mm.
And then, so I went thrifting last week because I haven't shopped in a while. And then I found Nike pants for just $15. So I was like,
Brand new, they're like
Nike.
what, $60, $70 maybe.
yeah, and it was like 15. I was like, okay, that's a steal. I wore it yesterday.
I mean, that's the
I
thing.
saw those. Those look
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good on
It was
you.
like blue
Check out her
tracksuit.
Instagram.
Yeah, check out her Instagram. We'll talk about more about the like thrifting stuff because it's fun. But
Yeah.
where do you guys normally go thrifting? I feel like that's
You know-
important, or just like anywhere, or like
Anywhere. Like if we see
you can go
there's
thrifting in
a-
your house. Mom, Dad,
Open up a
I do
garage
that.
sale.
that'd be really cool.
Actually, that's a good idea. We'll probably do that.
Hey, it started here. So check out her garage sale coming very soon in her area. But anyway, yeah. So thrift. Have you gone thrifting?
No, I actually have not gone
Really?
thrifting. I've tried. The thing is, I'm a big guy, right?
No. That's
Sizing
not
is kind
a
of
thing.
an issue for me.
I'm a big dude too.
All right.
And
Have
I
you been
recently. Yes, I have actually.
Okay.
I've been going, and I've been very proud of myself, and I've gone a few like good, not like crazy finds, because the thing is you have to be quick with thrifting, right?
Yeah.
Because now thrifting is so heavily on social media, so like they get new stock, they post it, and then it's like swarmed
Gone.
immediately. So you go there and
Yeah.
you're like, my thighs, it's gone. There's nothing here. And I've been going to a lot of thrifting
Like
companies. Is that what? Is
like
that-
little stores. Stuff
yeah,
like that.
people have them at home
Mm.
and pop-ups. The event that happens on, I don't know if it's like a constant thing, but
Mm.
Every week.
in Batu,
Batu
Satu,
Satu,
yeah.
yeah.
They have that. I think what's the company there? I think Pachi, right? Or a few other like there's multiple places that do thrifting there. But how did you guys get into fashion? I feel like this is very important. Have you guys always been like fashion savvy? I know I just jumped like a whole other thing there.
But I think probably fashion savvy maybe because like growing up I see my mom dressing up, so that's where it came from, like from her crazy patterns, crazy colors, and that's where it started for me.
And how about you, Masyurah?
Yeah, I'm the same as well. I've
Oh.
always been into fashion. When I was younger, I just used to go in my mom's closet and
Same.
raid it. I still do.
Yeah, me too. I still do, and you know, sorry if you're watching this. She locked the closet room.
She's like, I'm tired of losing my things, and you walk out. Hey, mom.
Yeah, because like I just go into her closet room because she has a closet room, and then I'll be like, I want this, and never return. And she's like, where is my shirt? I'm like, ooh.
I tore it and it's in the room somewhere. I tried to put it back together, and that's how you learned how to sew, right?
Oh my god.
Right? But I mean, like with fashion itself, and I feel like today, I feel like just this year or just the past 4 or 5 years, I feel like has played a huge part in a lot of people. And I see a lot of people getting into more fashion. I think it's really cool. And since we're on the topic of fashion, and we're going to be on that topic for the majority of the talk sets, is men's fashion. And I feel like it's very important. Because men's fashion is least talked about, right? Masyurah has got something to say. He's like, oh, well, it's because is there such a thing as men's fashion? Okay, here's the thing. There's a saying. I don't know how to like word this properly, but is there actually men's fashion, or is it just like dudes dressing up?
I don't know.
Because like we just, for us, it's chill, right? Like for me, I just wear a polo and jeans and shoes.
No,
wow,
but then,
I have dad fashion.
like, there is a way for you to be more fashionable, correct?
There is actually.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
yeah.
Right. What would you do for Dean? Dress him up right now.
Dress him up right now.
on the spot.
Look at his outfit. He's wearing these.
Stop, yo.
He's wearing
just
gray,
wearing-
gray jeans.
I'm
He's wearing black shoes, black polo.
You stop him. You stop him.
But my style is, my style is.
I got you, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, this jacket.
My style is.
I'm not even gonna
Actually,
wear
yeah.
it. I'm just gonna do one of these. You ready for this?
Right?
Actually,
Yeah,
You see,
actually.
that's like there's a difference.
It's so small. But it's little things like this that, that help out. But I feel like guys have always been more, how do I say this? Just we have efficiency in terms
think-
of, it's more functional fashion.
My dad says it practical. He likes to use the word
That's the word,
practical.
practical. It's
Like,
practical fashion.
Yeah, I buy him a lot of clothes.
Mhm.
He just wears the same black shirt.
You're like that. I bought
Same
you like
white shirt.
I bought you like
Yeah.
7. Why are you only wearing the one?
Exactly. I actually bought him like 7.
He only wears one.
He only
But
wears one all the time.
And that's the thing with my dad too. And I feel like it's just there's a dad starter pack fashion in Brunei. All right, you guys want to know what it is?
What's the
And
Brunei
tell- you
dad
guys,
starter
you
pack?
want to know what I got in my
Up,
head?
up.
Yeah.
Polo shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yes.
Okay.
And like,
Collar's gotta be up.
Yep.
All right, buttons gotta be open like this.
Yep.
And then you gotta wear khakis
Yeah.
and like sport shoes.
Yeah.
That's dad fashion.
That's
Oh
the
my
look.
God.
And like
a
like
watch.
like a Casio.
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like gold. It has to be gold.
Has to be gold.
It has to be gold.
You-
That's
with
it.
with the
That-
calculator or no?
Oh my gosh,
Well, that's
that
the
is so,
calculator.
that is so trippy because my dad uses a Casio watch which has a calculator.
What? Yo, I didn't know that was
Did you-
still a thing.
Did Dean just describe parts of your dad's fashion
he
right
did.
there?
I'm
Especially
sorry.
the watch, and then you can actually
He's laughing.
He's like, you
you
are
can
on the
act-
dot, my man.
and his watch, you can actually like message someone or something.
What?
I don't know. He has a few
No.
different watches.
Like,
Oh.
is it an Apple? Is
No,
it
no,
a-
it's
I don't
like
know. There's a different one.
remember pagers back in the day?
Oh,
Maybe
Do
something
those
like that.
still work?
I don't know
What
because
signal are they
they
using?
use the SMS backbone, so you can technically still use a pager.
This is why I don't bring up tech stuff because like he's just like, did you know with the right frequency you can?
No,
Yeah.
okay, Dean. Okay, how I would level you up is I don't know, man.
Maybe you could try
Oh,
patterns.
I'm not gonna hear from you, my
What do
man.
you mean?
No,
Because I'm
maybe-
just
What do you
not.
mean? I'm cute. I'm
All right,
cute.
before Fuad starts
Look at
getting
my Rick and Morty graphic
okay,
tee, guys.
he's feeling
Oh
himself
my
a bit too
God.
much. So
So we were talking a little bit about fashion sustainability, and I kind of went on a whole rant about that. Can you guys break it down a little more simply, so to help the listeners out there understand, as well as Dean understand a little bit better about fashion sustainability and stuff like that?
So earlier we were talking about how ethical fashion is more pricey than sustainable fashion,
Right.
and well, that's because everyone in the supply chain is getting paid equally. So what we can do to combat that is consume less. So choose quality over quantity, rather than buying a lot of Shein and low quality garments that you will need to replace anyways. Just buy one high quality piece of item that will last you years and years. So in the end, it's more economically friendly anyways if you invest in a piece that you know you will wear again and again.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense, though. Sorry, that was really loud. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense just because I feel like a lot of us tend to just buy. And if it's cheap, right? So we just buy it. And then if it tears, if it gets destroyed, we buy another one. But then I feel like that's the mindset we need to beat. And we need to just invest in something good so you don't have to, constantly rebuying shirts. Like if you, for instance, for guys, we wear black all the time. So yeah, we're wearing black now. So get that one good quality black shirt so you don't have to constantly buy cheap black shirts that you go through over and over.
Okay,
and
here's
over
my
again.
problem with that. I have a problem with that. Is the laundry situation, right? Because I
Buy two
personally,
good quality ones.
I want to be wearing a black t-shirt every other day, maybe, right? And washing your clothes that often is not good for them.
True.
Yeah.
Is there a way
does get
like to
faded.
combat that at all?
Well, are you talking about how to?
Yeah, what do you?
How do you wash your clothes properly? Is what I'm asking.
So are you
Is
trying
that-
to avoid
is that
like
a secret?
fading
Yeah,
and things
fading.
like that?
Look at this t-shirt; it's completely faded.
Oh, so
right?
I think it depends on maybe the quality of the shirt because
Mm-hmm.
I actually hand wash some of my clothes
Mm.
because it's even better and
Friendlier.
it actually it doesn't actually fade that much if you hand wash them. Yeah.
Do you dryer your shirts?
No.
You just hang dry.
Yeah, I just hang dry. Most
Okay,
of the
because
time.
the dryers do
Yeah, the
damage
dryers,
on your
And
shirts.
also, drying your clothes in the sun also does some
Yeah.
damage.
So
Yeah, it
I mean, you
does.
do it indoors.
I'm an
right?
indoor dryer type
Yeah.
of guy.
Baute.
No, that's also a thing. Like, have you ever bought? I always think about this, right? Because I have those T-shirts that are just the smell won't go away. The smelly won't go
Ew.
away, right?
What smell?
No, there's a.
What is this?
I don't know. I don't
For some
know.
reason, I'm
I
like
get
smelling things
I
right
get,
now.
I get stinky sometimes, right? Everybody gets stinky sometimes, right? And that smell just doesn't go away from the T-shirt, and I don't know how to make it go away,
Ew.
right? And I just
What are you
imagine,
sweating?
someone goes thrifting and they're like, "Oh, here's a T-shirt. It's nice," and then they
Oh,
buy.
so
it,
this
and
is like
it's-
some shade towards
and it's
thrifting.
stinky. No. It's just like
do you use conditioner for clothes?
no.
That's probably why.
But-
Softener.
Softener, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
sorry,
the thing.
conditioner.
Okay,
Softener.
I've been like
go home.
okay, gone so deep into this rabbit hole of laundry and detergent and big laundry.
Don't get cheap detergent. And you know what?
Wow.
I'm not a fan of powdered detergent.
Yeah, me too. I don't
Because
Oh,
they
I
leave like
hate
white
it.
spots and they're actually pretty
Yes.
rough.
Yeah.
Like sometimes even your shirts get stiff. I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
Yeah, so that's why because my mom
Well-
uses the powder. Okay, this is very off tangent.
Because
but-
like Masyurah's like, I've never had any of these issues. What are you guys doing?
my mom uses the powdered detergent thing.
Yeah.
So what I
Okay.
do is because it leaves a mark on your clothes.
Yes.
So while it's still in the wash, I actually, what do you call that?
like.
Oh, you
I
do this.
I do this.
Yes.
Yes.
To those of you guys listening, watch the video to find out what we're doing.
I do this to the clothes, and then it's like okay, and then
Maybe
add softener.
Are you guys using too much detergent?
No.
No.
I think
I'm
it's
conscious
probably the
about the amount of
quality.
detergent I use as well.
So here's the thing too. Here's what I do. Like similar. So since you do the like rubbing of the clothes
Yeah,
to get the
this-
rest, what I do if that's the only thing I have at the time, like I only have the powdered detergent. What I do is I mix it in the cup, and then I actually mix it so it breaks down into liquid form, and then I put it in there. Because I know we normally just scoop it and put it in the shirt. Sure is like, don't ever do that. But I mean, yeah, it is an issue. But that's, I mean, yeah, I guess maintaining like your outfits or your clothing article can also be difficult. But then,
Yeah.
it's still, I feel like worth you investing into something just a bit more better quality so they do last longer. So it takes maybe a bit more time for them to fade, to tear,
Makes sense.
and things like that, rather than just
Yeah,
constantly buying something and two,
Yeah.
3 washes
Right.
later they're stretched out. you
Yeah,
know?
and I actually I rarely buy clothes. I only buy them if I feel like I deserve them.
Mhm.
So in a way, you're also saving money.
Oh, for sure.
Imagine okay, maybe this shirt costs $50, but it lasts you 1 year, and then versus you buying 10 coats for like $60 only last a month.
Yeah.
Like the other one would be better.
I mean, makes sense. I wish I was like capable of like putting together outfits like yourself. Like I think it would be really cool for me to.
Yeah,
I used to
actually.
be like we talked about this before. I used to be all into fashion. Like literally, I took fashion photography for quite some time, and I worked with modeling agencies and things like that.
okay.
And I was very heavily into it. Don't look at me like that. Sorry, guys. So what Masyurah did right now is literally, as soon as I talked about fashion, Masyurah went, Dean, where?
For the audio listeners, look up and down a Dean. Is
Don't
like,
do
where's
that.
the
But
where's
the thing
fashion?
is, this is an excuse, but after I got married, I got lazy. Like not like I got lazy in terms of just like practical fashion. That's what I got into. It's just like, it works. I'm constantly on the go. I'm constantly walking. Brunei's hot. You get sweaty. I change shirts like every 3 hours.
Same.
And I just cannot. But that I kind of dropped it. But I feel like fashion back in the day for me was like such a big thing, and I would get so satisfied like when I get like cool outfits. I have them all lined up for school. I used to wake up at 6 a.m. School started at 8. That's quite early for my time. I would wake up, I would get my outfit ready, and I would look fly like going to school. Like in middle school, high school, I had the flyest fit. I had to get the most recent shoes out there. But anyway, like fashion was like a big part of my life, and I kind of dropped that for more practical fashion. But then back then I was also doing the same thing. I was buying cheap clothes, and then they would get destroyed, and I would buy new ones all the time and things like that. Anyway, yeah, it may not look like it now, but I
can see
I was
like
into all of
the
that.
remnants of it, like the way that the way that you still try, but you don't have
No,
the
I don't.
energy to put it all the way.
I try if there's a good like a proper occasion. All right, so I
Right.
wish I could be like like this awesome gentleman right here. Like he looks super just chill, but like his outfit is fly. You
Yeah,
get what I mean?
yeah.
So I think fashion is something we need to work on.
It is 100%.
Yeah. But anyway, so back into like fashion talk, and I want to talk about more guy fashion stuff again, because the thing is we never talk about it, and since you guys are so like fashion savvy and you guys are into fashion, I feel like it's important to ask you guys for some opinions. What do you guys think of okay, you know what? I'm just going to jump into it. We're going to play a little game.
Okay.
All right? So this game is called Cop or Drop. All right? So if you guys like this outfit, you guys can say cop. If it's a drop, then it's a drop. That means no. Okay, but this will mainly be on like men's fashion, okay?
Okay.
All right, so jumping into the first thing, what do you guys think about Crocs?
I would cop it because I style Crocs.
So you like Crocs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because like
Drop.
Really?
Really?
It's just not my thing.
Okay. Well,
I think
two
maybe because
different.
like I do like submersive fashion sometimes, so you add a
we-
bit of.
We have
Crocs.
different tastes.
Yeah, which we'll get into a bit later on. Okay, next thing
Okay.
is polo shirts. It's important, yo, because like
Cop.
polos are
Cop.
cop.
Cop for sure.
Me, 50-50, the cut,
My dad wears them, so I don't.
I think,
I don't like it.
yeah, I think I'll drop it because my dad wears them a lot.
They're functional for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like we could style
A nice one, yeah.
polo shirts really cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
Uh-huh.
just tie it at the back or something.
No, on the back of functional fashion, sometimes you get an invite somewhere and it's like smart casual.
You wear
Polo
polos.
shirt, perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Smart casual.
Yeah. So cop, drop, cop.
You know what? Cop it. Yeah.
Cop,
There's
okay.
a lot of styles.
Now, I don't know if you guys remember people ever doing this. Polo shirts underneath sweaters.
Oh,
I would cop that one.
I knew you were gonna say
I would
cop because
cop
I've
it.
seen your fashion stuff, like
Cop it.
your outfits on it. I
I
think
love
you've worn
layering.
that.
Look at me.
Yeah, she's got a sweater,
I have-
a cardigan, just layers on layers on layers. Okay, next thing. This is pretty typical. So what about like those Yeezy foams? Have you seen those?
Oh,
Yeah.
the chunky ones.
Yeah, the chunky ones are like
Wait.
see-through. It's like they look like
See-through?
dinosaur, not see-through,
Wait,
but
are we
like
talking about the slippers or the
the,
sneakers?
the slippers. I don't know what to
The
call them. They're like in
slippers.
between.
Slides.
Wait, what is that?
Slides. Wait.
Is it the chunky?
He knows what I'm talking. Yeah, it's the chunky ones. It's like the chunky. They look like dinosaur feet.
Yeah,
Chunky
And-
sandals?
Cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that
why am
one,
I
yeah.
angry? I get
I
you.
would-
I
I would-
respect that. I respect that.
would-
I'm a
Cop it.
sneaker.
but
I'm a
but
sneaker
but not the Crocs
Okay.
though.
not the Crocs.
Not the.
Okay, but I wouldn't wear the Yeezys.
Yeah,
It's
but you
I
just
have nothing against
okay.
them.
Okay.
I get you. So you have
But-
something against Crocs?
Yeah.
Kind of.
You don't like sports mode? You don't like sport mode? on
He brought out the sports
Oh
mode.
my God.
Okay, and one last final thing. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. What is it?
Okay. But this is super easy though, of
Okay.
course. Everyone's gonna say it's a cop. Of course, J1s. Jordan 1s. You have a few pairs, I know that. So it's a cop for you and for
Cop,
yourself.
Cop.
Oh, you have to think about it.
I have to think about it because some people can't style it, so it makes me hate it.
That's important. It's how to
It
style,
makes
especially
me
high
hate
tops.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you have really good shoes but you can't style it, it just
It's
doesn't
pretty
work.
bad. Like people used to wear like Yeezys, and then they wear like baggy pants. That's not a thing, but it is a thing. I've seen it. Yeah.
No.
Some people make that look good.
Yeah, if you're a dad. Functional and practical. But anyway, I hope it's been informative and entertaining for those of you guys watching. Because obviously, as you guys can see, me and Fuad aren't very like fashion savvy.
To be fair,
all right?
I just moved houses.
I don't care. I'm talking about before you even moved houses.
Right? So
We're
all my stuff is all packed up, and I just grabbed the first thing that was on the top of the pile, you know?
The only fashion thing that I see like both of us do is like rolling up our pants, showing our socks, and then our sneakers. That's it.
Okay.
We don't do anything
even-
else.
I
See,
even-
Masyurah's checking your
I'm checking the
fit
sneakers.
right
I even
now.
stopped doing that. I wear just the same socks.
Because it's practical, right?
Yeah, because it's so practical.
It's
I just
married life, my
I
man.
stopped buying all the nice socks, and I just have the same pair.
Ew.
Yeah, just one pair. No, I have like
Oh my gosh.
no, I have like 15 pairs of the same sock.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's easy. Like I
I
don't
thought
have
it
to
was
match.
just one,
No, I have one pair of socks.
one every day.
gross.
Oh my gosh.
No wonder why your
Enough
clothes
of me
are.
and Dean's fashion sense. I want to ask you guys about yours, because the way that you guys dress on Instagram, the way that you guys came in dressed is fantastic, honestly.
I'm putting on a winter jacket. It's so cold.
Yeah, aside from the coldness, which me and Dean are apparently immune to, how do you guys, what is a fashion sense even? How do you figure that out?
Like what it means.
Nothing, what it means to you.
Oh, like
Yeah.
to me, maybe feeling comfortable in what I'm wearing,
Mhm.
and maybe what I wear is also like my personality,
Right.
perhaps. And also, I don't really have a specific aesthetic. I just
Mhm.
try
Same.
every single thing that I like, and then I just stick to that. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's I just wear whatever I want to wear. If I see something and I like it, I'll wear it. And also, I do keep in mind the like fashion trends, like what's in and what's not. So
Yeah, that as well.
yeah,
Do you guys remember when like chokers were a thing? Is that still a thing? When people used to wear like...
they're gonna come back.
You think so?
You know,
I know
They've
so.
made a comeback, and then they're going to come back.
Yeah.
no,
Really?
w-
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
what I feel like is like fashion nowadays, it's sure trendy things are still there, but there's still so many like subsections of the internet that you can wear whatever and still look cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's all just... It's your style. Like, if that's a vibe, then it's your vibe, you know?
A
But...
vibe.
But what I do love about like when I like observe like fashion, I like how things from the past is coming back. And I
Yes.
like things like that, you know, because like what people never realize is like I mentioned, like, you know, the chokers that people wear, that super tight necklaces, that was a thing like a long time ago. You get what I mean?
Did you wear a choker?
No,
One of those.
they don't fit. My neck's too big.
It wouldn't even be visible under your beard now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm a bearded man. So what you call me? I don't even know what to say to that. Like, thanks.
Well, there's another like it's like a choker style people do now. So they take a really long ribbon
Mhm.
and you just tie it around
Yeah,
the
we
neck.
do that.
Oh,
I try that
that's
as well.
cool.
We do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you can even use I think this is probably like sustainable as well. You can use that for many things.
Mm.
I use the same ribbon for my hair, for my belt.
Functional.
Yeah, functional
Right.
stuff, yeah.
Okay, speaking of that, what do you guys think of like high fashion designers? Like the high end like runway fashion sort of stuff, and how that trickles down. Like, do you take inspiration from that, or
Yeah.
what's that like?
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah?
really cool because like you don't see any of that, like in front of us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it as inspiration.
Also, I really love runway fashion as well, and so this is how the fashion industry is supposed to go, right? It goes from runway fashion, and then it trickles down
Yeah.
to what we wear. So what we wear is influenced by runway fashion. So yes, I love runway fashion.
But do you ever just want to like take that runway stuff and just bring it to the street right away? Because I feel like your guys' the way you dress isn't that far off, you know?
From runway fashion.
Yeah, like you could like
We're very extra.
you could pick you guys up and just put you on the runway and you just fit in just fine.
But no,
I would like to do that.
but I feel like also like runway like fashion stuff sometimes could be like out there too.
It's
Like
sometimes
people will be
too out
walking
there.
out with, like pianos and stuff as like their outfits. You get what I mean? So like when you say like you can take that to the street, I'm like, I don't know, but like
They'll probably think you're gonna be busking.
right? It's my fit. All right, you sit down and you're automatic. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Like I like runway stuff. I don't know how to say this nicely, but I don't enjoy runway fashion. Like it's okay. I feel like it's an acquired taste, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously nobody's gonna wear that on the street. Like nobody's gonna wear like a.
I would.
I know when you look at me like that. I was like, I would.
like,
You
But I
would
feel
wear
like
a
to a
portable
certain
piano.
extent. Yeah, I mean maybe right. I wouldn't fit. How am I gonna drive?
Depends on the weather.
Yeah, it depends on the way. If I feel musical that day, you never know. Bring out my inner Zac Efron. But it's just for me. Like I've never been a big fan of like runway fashion because of it's a bit too much for me. But I do like seeing, like you mentioned, like it kind of trickles down and people get inspiration from that. Whether it be like the color palette, like the styling and just the overall feel of it. But then they make it more street. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had something to say.
They make it more everyday wear.
Yes,
And
more
less art, more functional.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. So, but I want to ask you this since we're on this topic of like runway and all that stuff. Do you guys think sometimes like the Yeezy kind of like you know how Yeezys go, like it's very like distressed, very like oversized, all these things. What do you guys think of that side of like fashion, where it's to some people it could just be if you show that to like older people, they'll be like, "Lai, apa kan tulay?
Kenapa bubus baju niya
Kenapa
tulay?"
bubus bajunya tulay? Inama distressed." You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys? Are you guys into that style? Like, I call it personally. I call it like the bummy fashion, which I'm actually a huge fan of.
Yes.
Like the Shia LaBeouf like
Yeah, I knew he was gonna bring up
style.
Shia LaBeouf. He loves Shia LaBeouf.
Dude, do you guys have
He
you
will
guys
not
seen
stop.
Shia's like outfits?
Once he starts,
no, what's that?
Dude, Shia's her outfit is lit.
his
Sorry, my brain is exploding
he's
right
in
now.
love with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia
It's his
LaBeouf,
favorite
like his
person.
outfit is. I mean, and Kanye has even has given him credit for that, and he's gotten a lot of his fashion ideas and stuff from Shia, which is pretty impressive.
So there's
right?
this interview clip where Shia LaBeouf is talking about how Kanye wanted to come over to his house, right? And then they're like, "Let's hang out and stuff." "Oh, can I see your closet?" Kanye says. And then Kanye's like, "Can I take some stuff?" And so Kanye takes a bunch of stuff from Shia LaBeouf's
literally
closet.
just like raided his closet and took a bunch of his stuff. Like seriously, and a lot of people wouldn't realize, wouldn't think like Kanye getting his inspiration from Shia, which is pretty bizarre. And since Wafa, you haven't seen any Shia like outfits,
No.
right? He's very like I call it it's bummy outfit, like very like layers, just hoodies, like oversized hoodies, torn up shirts, super skinny distressed like jeans, and like high boots. Like he rocks that style, and I think it's really really cool.
Would you dress like that?
First not here,
is
but
he like? Sorry, I'm like shivering right now.
Yeah,
But is
that's
he
alright.
from TikTok?
no, Shia LaBeouf is from Even Stevens. Do you remember the show Even Stevens? He's in Transformers.
Oh, okay, Transformers.
The lead actor in Transformers, so he's in there, but he has a good fashion sense. I feel like, and it's very. I feel like it's opened up a lot for street fashion, and I feel like, yeah,
I can't find any photos. Really.
you can just look up like Shia LaBeouf walking in New York, like literally.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
his
look.
fashion. Yeah, that's the look, and it's just very. A lot of people may say like,
It's,
no.
oh, this guy. Oh, it's very
Yeah.
street wear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, very street like, and it's. I feel like that's also becoming like a thing that a lot of older generations are like, what in the world are you wearing?
Yeah, because I've worn like a distressed top. Yeah.
It just didn't play out well, especially
No, it
here.
didn't.
And the thing is with Brunei too, it's like it's such a tough. Brunei's a tough crowd. That's what it is, and I
No,
think I can say that confidently.
You know what? I've gotten to the point where I have these pair of jeans that I've worn so much that they ripped, and I'm at the point like, is this cool enough that I consider it distressed, or do I just retire these jeans? Right? It's at that point. I don't know yet. Yep.
All right, so it is. We're approaching the time, but before we get off, I want to ask you guys if there's anything that you would like to share with the audience. If you're working on something, or there's a project coming up, some news you'd like to share, maybe exclusively on Progressive Radio.
So like please tune into New Day series. It's coming out very soon, and I believe it's going to be on Progressive Media one day. So yeah. And working on another one, but that's a secret. Also, like, maybe shout out to Aisha for watching this. Please listen to her new song, All To You.
Yeah, shout out Aisha for watching. And of course, Masyurah.
Make sure to check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well. My ads are at Masyurah XO. That's MASYHURAH. I post about sustainable fashion and clean beauty over there.
Mine is... It's literally like Wafa, so like UHM_WAFA on all social media platforms.
Yeah. Okay. And one more thing for you guys who I want you guys to give an advice for those up and coming, like people who, want to experiment with fashion, but they're unsure. What would your advice be for them who are kind of like, oh, I don't know. I feel like I don't have any fashion sense. So what would your advice for these
for me,
people?
basically?
Yeah.
What's your advice?
Yeah. Dress better.
If you feel like doing something, just do it. And then also like in the beginning I don't actually style that well, so you have to keep doing it until you find something that's really nice
that gels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for me, you only live once, and live for yourself, not for others. Because the moment you start really living for yourself is the moment you really start living, and live it to the fullest. Do what you want to do.
Words of wisdom right there. Masyurah. Anyway, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much. Of course you can. Go ahead. Give your shout out.
Shout out to my mother. Thank you so much, Mommy. I know you're watching this. I love you so much. I would not be here without you.
So sweet. I'm gonna call my mom after this. Anyway, all right, guys and ladies, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, thank you, Wafa. Thank you, Masyurah, for being in here. And thank you, Fuad. We're gonna go and talk to you guys in just a little bit with just me and Fuad.